Hello, welcome to Ekidel, where we train future civil and structural engineers. My name is Masha Ochet. Today, this project you are seeing is actually for a client. So therefore, we want to use it to do what? To train you. And this is just a story building. So we are going to start from the beginning to the end. So therefore, we want to use this one to do what? To train you on how to start your drawing from AutoCAD once you receive from who? From architect. So the first thing, once architect give you a drawing, the first thing is to go through the drawing and understand the drawing properly, so that by the time you start your GA, it will be easy for you. As you receive the drawing, don't just start your GA. First of all, study the drawing and view it, how it's going to be built, in reality, and the kind of movement that is going to take place, and also to identify which type of drawing are you getting from the architect. Is it a residential, hospital, or a school, etc. So that is that. So it's very, very important to study the drawing and also look at how you are going to do it. So therefore, let's go there and see how we can do the GA for this particular drawing. This is just the part 1, and part 1 is what is GA, which are what? General arrangement. Before we now and save it at the same time, we are going to save it at origin. And in case you want to know how to save your drawing at origin, it's always advisable to save your drawing at what? At origin. Very, very important. I can't overemphasize it enough. So therefore, after our GA, you save your work on what? At origin. So if you want to learn how to save your work at origin, go to Ekidel channel and type how to set your drawing at origin from AutoCAD. You will see it there, and then from there you learn how to save your work at what? At origin. Therefore, let's go there and see how we can now do our GA for this particular drawing and save it at origin at the same time before we now save it and set it at origin before we now save it at what? As DXF, in order to do our proper design, modeling and analysis in a Protastructure. So let's go there and do that. In case you have not subscribed to this channel, I want to say that you should subscribe so that you can have access to all our videos. And at the same time, if you click, in case you have not clicked on like button, I want to say you should quickly do so and click on what? On like a button. So thank you very much. Let's go there and see how we can do the GA for this particular drawing at the same time set it as what? At origin. Thank you very much. Therefore, let's go there. All right, welcome back. So now let's begin to do our GA. So to start with that, we start with our what? Our position of column. But to position our column correctly, we need our construction lines. So to do that, now let's start XL, enter, vertical, V, enter. So what I'll first do is to put it at this edge. At this edge, first of all, press escape, pick my line, L, enter. So from here, from this point to this point, I'm coming. Let me make it straight. Let me make straight to this point. Good. I escape. Then pick this. Let me change the color. Let me change the color first. I want to use let me use color that is not common. Okay, let me use this. Is there any of this color? Do you have this color in this? Okay, we don't have, so it's better I use this one. Now I have this. So all I will do is to move it and bring it to the center. From here, I move to the center of this, so you can see. So the next thing, what? I remove this line, I remove it, and I begin to copy this to all the corners. So for me, from here, I put it here, put it on this, put it on this. Yes, come back here and put it on this too. What's happening here? Okay, let me see. Let's check the dimension of this place. Let's check the dimension so that we will not make mistake. From here to here, to this place, 230. Okay, all right, so it's correct. So I continue. I copy this from the center of this one, from this edge. I pick it to this place. I put it here. Also looking at this is okay. I'll decide to put it here. I'll put it here again and come here again. Come here and put. Later we do our adjustment. I'll also put it here again and come down. Any other place? Yes. I'll come here again, put it here at every junction. So I also put it here again at every corner rather. I also put it here. Let's check anyone. Okay, we'll do our, okay, I can leave that one. Let's check this one. Okay, is there already? Another one again. Any other one again. Okay, this is looking at this wall here. Looking at this wall here is 6 inches block. you can see the thickness is different from this, isn't it? So this is 6 inches in a block. So as time goes on, we'll get to know either we are going to put our line here or not, because of our what, our paneling. So that is that. Any other vertical line that we need to put? Okay, I think this place is cantilever. This is cantilever, so I will escape and copy this and also move it from the center here to this edge here to show my cantilever. Okay, that's fine. All right, so now what I'll do now again for my horizontal, I press what, XL, enter, H, enter. So I also come here again. I also put at this edge, so you can see how we are taking our time. It's very important you take your time to do this. Very, very important. Yes, I put this one and also copy this one. I also copy. Then okay, from this place to the center. Okay, then match this property. Delete this one. Match this property. I match this property. Okay, so I can now start using this one. Copy this one from this edge now. From this edge, I begin to move to every corner. Again, let me check along this line. Another one, no, none again. So I come to this place and also position this one. I also come to this place, position this one. Okay, at this point too, I position this, and also at this point I position this. Then which one again? At this point I position this. So that is that. So you can see we have put our our construction line at every corner of the building, where we think columns should be. So for now, this is where we think columns should be. So we are still going to check if they are okay. Looking at this span, we know that yes, it's quite much, and we have always said that as a beginner, your span of column should not be more than from column to column should not be more than 6 meters. And looking at this, is more than more than 6 meters, which means we are going to break this place, isn't it? But for now, let's position our column first of all on these areas. Then we will now concentrate on this aspect. So now to do put our column, so we come to this place. Don't use line like 230. Our width of is 230 by 230 by 230. Okay, then close it. So if you click on it, see it's separated individually, they are not connected. So don't use this. So the best thing to use come and pick your rectangle. Come here and pick rectangle, then click and drag and press your 230, 230, enter. So you can see it. So if you click on it now, if you click on it, see all highlighted. Is that okay? So now since I've gotten this, because why am I using 230 is because if you look at this dimension, is 230. The thickness of this wall is 230, isn't it? So and from here also, from this place to this place also 230. That's 230 by 230. Reason why we are using 230 column is because looking at this structure, it's just a story building. Is that okay? Just a story building. So that's why we are using this. If it's more than this, maybe like 3, 4, then we need to change. We need to assume our column to be more than this. Is that okay? So let me highlight this and also change the color. Me, I always prefer red. Then let me check the thickness of my wall. Okay, it's not known. Let me go to setting. Okay, display settings. I click on it. Okay, so I'm using it now. So now I will now begin to move my column to all those points. Is that okay? So what I'll do, select it, then come to copy, center. You can see center. I pick it. So now make it flexible so that I can move it. Is that okay? So all I do, I click on the at those point of intersection of those axes. So you can see it here. So I also come here and do and click. Also which other one again? Okay, I'm dealing with it horizontally first. Okay, is there anyone here? Let me come to this place again. Okay, you can see how we are taking our time to do this. Very, very important, so that by the time you export it to Protastructure, it will not be difficult for you. Is it okay? No, it's not okay. So let me remove this. Let me take this. Let me move it. Let me move it to this place and see. Okay. All right. So now I copy it again from the center. I move it. I take it to this place, center. Okay. Okay. There's problem with this. Let me see. Let me move it back again. Okay. Okay. Let me take it from edge to edge. Let me take it from edge to this edge. From edge, no, it won't be okay. It won't be okay. Let me do something. Sorry. Let's quickly do something. You can see another way of learning. Put it here. Also click on it and take it to this place. Is that okay? So then highlight this one and then click on copy and come to this place and pick. as you pick this one, it's not picking the line because you not highlighted the line. Is that okay? So that is that. Then come to this place and begin to fix. Let's see. You can see accurate. Is that okay? So it's very, very accurate. So that is that. And also come to this place and fix it. You can see very okay. Very, very okay. I fix this one. Okay. Let me put it on this one again. I fix on this. So come to this angle again. I also do what? Fix. Come to this place. I also what? Fix. So at those joint where we have our intersection, that's where we are going to be putting our columns. So you can see it. Okay, at this place too. Okay, no. Sorry. So it's very important to take your time to do this, your GA, general arrangement. First of all, starting by what? By positioning your what? Your columns. So that is that. So come to this place. We fix. Also, I will need one here. For now, I will need this one here. I will also need here. So we are going to look at the span of this place to know that we are going to put column in between. Is that okay? The span here will determine that we are going to put what? The column in between. Is that clear? So let me come to this place and also what? And put here. And also what? And put here. Come here again. The last part I put here. And also I put, sorry, let me zoom in. Okay, I put here. And then this one also at this edge, I have to also put, definitely I will put. So looking at this span automatically, I don't need to be told that there should be a column, isn't it? So I also what? I also put at this point. So you can see how neat it's coming out, isn't it? So, but first of all, sorry, there's something I'm supposed to explain to you. Sorry for that. So now, once we have gotten your, I think I've explained the other time. So once we have gotten your drawing, from the architect and you have already studied it, as I've already said, so the first thing to do what is to copy it. Is that okay? Is to copy this. I'm supposed to have copied this. Is that okay? I'm supposed to have copied this. Let's say I'm putting it somewhere here. Is that okay? So I'll now highlight this one. Let me remove this. Do you see it now? So now also, not only that, let me select this and select similar. Is that okay? So all has been highlighted. So all I need to do is to do what? Press my shift key and highlight this one. So you have to remove it. Sorry. Let me redo it again. Because I'm going to delete some part. Highlight all. You see, all highlighted, isn't it? So now this is what I need. I don't need this one, isn't it? I need to remove this column because this one is directly from what? From the architect. So this one I'm working on. So I'll now press my shift key and then click on this, highlight this because this is what I want, and now delete these columns that I've already positioned at this point. So I do what? I'll click on erase. So you see, I have erased those columns, isn't it? So I'll now concentrate and continue on this aspect. So now let's look at it. Then when you have done one, so all you need to do is to do what? To remove your all these write-ups. If you like, you remove them. If you like, you leave it. Is that okay? And all these dimensions, you do not actually need them. So you can right click, or let me click on this one too. I don't need these ones. I don't need these ones. Even these ones, I don't need it. These ones, I don't need it. So I do what? Highlight it, select all, select similar. So you can see it. I've selected what? The similars. So I come here because I'm going to delete this one and they're already showing here. All I do is to do what? Click on shift key and click on this one. I don't want this one to be deleted because that's my reference drawing. So I come to this place and do what? And erase. So you can see that my work is becoming what? Clearer and clearer, isn't it? So even this one, I don't need it. This one here, I don't need it. This one, I also don't need it. All these ones, I don't need it. Is that okay? Okay, this one is highlighted. Okay, you see, you have to check it very well. So that you not go and, okay, the same thing. The way the architect brought this, you have to study it very well. Is that okay? All architects, just like structural engineers, undo. So this one I delete. So if I'm to delete this one now, automatically I'm removing this wall, so I leave it. It's not a problem. Is that okay? All these ones, do we need it? You can see we don't need them, isn't it? I highlight and also close, select similar. So I'm taking my time to do this teaching, this training. It's very, very important. Press my shift key and then drag it, and then what do? I erase. Is that okay? I erase. I don't need them. Is that okay? So you can see how neat this has become. So for now, let's now look at this aspect. Is that okay? Let's now look at this aspect here, because as you can see, it's very, very big. Let's go at dimension. It's actually very, very big. From this place, from the center here to the center here, to this place. Sorry, let me click on, okay, to make it straight. To this place, you can see 7,430. Is that okay? So which means we can break it. So automatically at this point, I can put my column. Let me select this one, select this column, copy it from this center of this, from this center, and come and position my own here, my own column at this point. At this point, okay. Then before then, I need my grid lines. Is that okay? My construction lines. So I copy it from this center of this place, this point of intersection. I bring it to what? To this place of intersection. So that is that. So I now also copy my column, and then from here, from the center here, and I position it where? Here. So do you see it? So that's my column there. So also at this edge, sorry, we have not put at this edge, very important, even before any other thing. So we can see how we are taking our time to do it, to train you. So at the same time, to also make it simple. So let me put it correct. So now we have it here. So at this edge, we have this one as a panel. So now that is that. So having done this, it then means that from this place to is more than, isn't it? So we are going to have a what? A column on this aspect that will run through this place, isn't it? So let's see how that can be done. Is that okay? So let's see how that one can be done. But first of all, let's check. Okay, this one panel, let's assume this one, okay, this one, okay, this one, okay, this one, okay, column, okay. You see there's a need for column here, isn't it? There's a need for what? Column at this point. Okay, we actually put column. There's a column here. Why is it not showing? Let me delete. Okay, let me do it again. The column supposed to show. Copy it from where? From this. I'm copying from this edge. Let me copy from here, from this place to this place. Yes. Let me also delete this and reinsert my column. Is that okay? Let me remove this and reinsert my column for proper visibility. So click on this. I come to this place. Sorry. Copy. I'm supposed to copy. Sorry. Click on this. Copy. Then come to the center. Copy it and bring it down here and paste it so you can see it now. So it's visible, isn't it? It's visible. It's visible for us. So I also click, and at this junction, okay, we have not put here. So we have not put here. So we have to put column in this place. So let me carry my construction line, copy my construction line, copy it. Let me study it first. Okay, I'm going to put it here. So where am I going to copy from? From this edge here. From this edge here. Okay, that's good. So I come to this place and position this my construction line here. Then I do my what? I copy my column from here. From this center to this what? To this center. So that is that. So we have this one panel now. Okay, and this one also. So now what we are going to do now is now begin to study. Is that okay? To begin to make what? Panel by panel. Is that okay? Panel by panel. So let's see this. You see, if I'm to delete this, can you see what this is giving me? So in this case, I might not delete. Undo. Is that okay? I might not delete. I'll just leave it how it is based on architectural drawing. Is that okay? So what's happening here again? Let me delete this. So I position this. I put this. I put it here. Okay. All right. It's okay. Okay. They are there. Don't worry. They are there. All right. So therefore, since it's a panel, let me be sure that I'm done with this. Is that okay? How can I make it a panel? We have also said that your panel must, based on Bscode, must not be more than 30 square meter. I will only show you this one. Then from there, I will do the rest. Is that okay? Because of time, and also to reduce the length of this video. So I will show you from this center of this one also to the center of this one. Now look at it. So therefore, I'll put my calculator, carry my calculator. Me looking at it, it's not up to 30 square meter. A panel must not be more than 30 square meter. Is that okay? That's based on Bscode. It must not be more than 30 square meter. If it's 20, 25, 27, and from 30 downward, it's still okay. Is that okay? But anything above 30, it's advisable to do what? To break the panel. Is that okay? To break the panel. So let's just look at this one. For example, before I pause this video and do the rest for you to, so that you can learn and also to reduce the length of this video. 3.8.843 multiplied by 3.130 equals what? 12 square meter. So this place is what? is still okay. But let's look at this plate that seems to be big. Let's look at this plate that seems to be big. So let's look at it. Let me delete this one first. So let me take my dimension and see if you are going to break this panel, isn't it? So now let me take it from this center of this place to this place. To this place, we have what? 4.9. Then from the center of this beam to the center of this beam, we have 3 point something, so 3.1. So let's take our calculator and see. So we are beginning to panel. You see, we have started out our paneling 3.130 multiplied by 4.917. Sorry, multiplied by 4. Sorry, let me cancel it. 3.130 multiplied by 4.917 equals to 15. So which means it's okay. This panel now is what? Is very, very okay. So at this point, I'll pause this video and see how I can panel everything, then show you. Is that okay? Anyway, I need to show you. I'll definitely put it on like this place. I'm going to show you how we are going to do what? To do this place. Is that okay? So that is that. Sorry, I think I need to show you this particular place. This particular place I need to show you. Very, very important. Let me show you. So now you might imagine, you might be thinking that we're supposed to put a column at this point. Now either we are going to put column at this point or not. So it depends on our on our paneling. So what do? Let me take my dimension also. Let me take it, my dimension from this to where? To this, to the center of this, to this 4.93, isn't it? Then which is the same thing, 3 point what? We said 3 point was it 3.1 something? Yes. So you see it. So the same thing with this aspect. So that means this our panel, since it's still within Bscode, that means this one I'll do what? I'll remove it. Is that okay? I'll remove this wall. I don't need it. Use it now. This is panel now. So this one become my another panel. This is panel 1. This one is panel 1, panel 2. This one becomes my what? Panel 3. Use it now. So that's what we are going to be doing. So let me pause it to read. All right. Now I'm at this point. So I want to show you this point, what I'm going to do here. If you look at this, are we going to leave our panel like this? No. We have to break it and make it proper what? Paneling. So what will I do? I'll pick my line. I want to break this one now. So I want it to be from here like this to this place. Make it to become what? A panel. So all I do is I click on this. I take it up to this place, and also to form my wall. Another wall. Not to waste my time. So I now copy this this one and make it similar. If it will. Yes, it is. So what I will now do, I'll now click on this to now come here and also make it a hidden dimension. Let me go back. Let me go and see. Okay. So you pick the one that will show. Okay, this one is okay for me. So you see it now. So also the same thing. I also come to this place. And break this so that I can have more. My panel. So enter, spacebar, click on this. Then what do? I click on this and click on what? Match properties. So now this becomes my panel now, isn't it? This becomes what? My panel. So what do? Concerning this aspect too, I also do the same thing. Come to this place, put it here, escape, then press spacebar. At this point, then I also do what? I also match properties. I match the properties. So which means that this place become my panel, and that this place also become what? Another panel. That's what I'm going to do to the rest of this place. So now let me pause it and do it. Before, when I come to this place, I'll check it and then get back to you to reduce the what? The length of this video. So now looking at this place now, I want to do it to show you, because if you look at this place and this place and this place, they are the same thing, isn't it? So let me now use this one as what? As example. Is that okay? As my example. So I pick, let me remove this dimension, I put my own dimension. Very important. From the center of this to this place, 6.5, isn't it? Then also from this place, from the center here to this place is what? 4.1, isn't it? So let's check our calculator and see what we are having. Okay, 6.5 multiplied by 4.130 equals what? 26.8, which means it's less than what? It's less than 30 square meter. So you can see what this person is writing here. He's saying it's 20, maybe just from this place that he's using that square meter. That's why you as an engineer, structural engineer, you need to remove anything architectural work and do your own as a structural engineer. So that is that. So which means that this place can be what? My one panel. But don't forget that this place from here to here is what? Is a 6.5. Is that okay? 6.5, which means you need to do what? You need to break it. Is that okay? You need to break your wall. So what I'll do is I'll position at what? At the center. Is that okay? Let me take it back. Here to here, 6.5, isn't it? So therefore, I'll look at it. I want to put it at the center. Forget about this. I'll put it at the center. That's 6.5 divided by what? Divided by 2 is equals to what? 3.25, isn't it? 3.25. So what I'll do, I'll copy this. Click on copy. Copy this to this place as what? 3025. Am I right? 3025. Yes. Enter. So this becomes what? The center of this. Is that okay? So what do? I copy this column. I copy this column. Copy it from here. Copy this column and put it here. And put it here. And also I begin to put it at this junction. I also put it, because this is the same line, I also put on this aspect. Very good. So that is that. So what I'm going to do now is to what? To begin to remove this. I don't need these walls. Is that okay? I don't need this. I don't need this, because this becomes what? Another panel for me, because it's less than what? 30 square meter. By the time they build it, it's going to carry the, but don't forget that I know that there's a what? There's a wall on this slab. So there's a unit we are going to use to take care of that wall. Is that okay? We are going to, on our dead load, when you are putting our dead load, that's why I will say follow us throughout this this video. Watch from the beginning to the end. This is just part 1 of this video. Try to watch from part 1 to the end. We are going to do this till foundation. Is that okay? Because it's a live project, so that you know how to to load your slab. Like now that we know that there's a wall here, isn't it? You must master everything. So I'm going to do the same thing to this aspect, since they are the same thing. So let me pause this video to reduce the length. All right, let's see again. Let's now concentrate on this one. So we are done with this one aspect now. So we are going to do something here. Is that okay? Because this one is going to be what? A panel, isn't it? This place is going to be a panel and this place is open. So we have to indicate. So therefore, let's look at this. From even the architect, he is saying that this place, the area of this place is what? Is 57, which automatically is more than what? Is more than 30, isn't it? So what we are going to do is that we have broken this place, which means this place have to do what? To be the same thing. Is that okay? We have to break this this place. But can we adjust? I don't want to tamper with his work here. But we have to see such a way that we will not tamper with the architectural, drawing. Is that okay? At the same time, your structure is what? Is safe. So what I'm going to do is to copy this. Copy my column, copy it from this place, and bring it here. They can adjust this one at the side. Is that okay? The distance is not that much. Is that okay? It's not that much, so that I can have my complete column. Is that okay? Column and then beam. So this one is not much. It's not much. It can be overlooked. Is that okay? So that is that. Then all I'll do, I'll position it here. I'm coming to the center. Okay, I put it here so that my column can run. So therefore, what I'm going to do now, it means that my column is going to, I'm going to have a column here. Very, very important. I'll explain why I'm going to have a column here. Is that okay? Because let's even check. Let's check our dimension. From here, we are done. We are almost done. From this center of this place to this place where we are having our column is what? 8. You can see 8 is quite much, isn't it? So I'm going to have it, because if I say I want this one to be my primary beam, and from here to this way my secondary beam, that means this beam is going to be what? Somehow heavy a little. So to avoid that, so let's position our column at this point. So I'll click on this and carry it and put it here. Now the way I'm doing it is just for you to what? To understand that this work, another structure engineer can decide not to even put column here. It's still safe. It's still okay. Is that okay? And even make this one a panel. Is that okay? Can still make this one what? A panel. So now let's even check. Let's check together. Let's see from here to here. It's 4.9, and also from here, from this point to this point, 5. Is that okay? So that's about 25 point something. Which means if you like, we can remove this panel. Is that okay? We can remove this panel and also remove this wall. Sorry, this column. Is that okay? But to avoid too much, because when you are having a too much span, your reinforcement also increase in order to take care of it. Is that okay? Which also reduce to reduce cost, so we can decide to do what, to leave it as it is. So that is that. Because as you are designing, you also consider your what, your client. So let's now see what is going to happen here. So definitely at this point too, we need a column 2. So let's click from here and put it here, and put it here, and put it here. We can adjust this. Let's adjust this to save, because of so that it will not affect what, architectural drawing. Is that okay? We can decide to adjust this from here, move it from this place, this point, to the edge here. Do you see it now? And then also this one, from here to this place here. Sorry, undo. Let me undo it. Don't forget that this place is staircase. Is that okay? It's staircase. So we are going to have a column. We are going to have our staircase around there, around this place. Is that okay? This place is opened because we are still going to interpose. We are still going to carry our column from here and put it on this one and see how safe and how okay it is. Is that okay? So that is that. So let's see this place. I've changed my mind, so let's put it here. Let's change this. Let's change the position of our column. Let me remove this so that I will explain why I'm removing it. Let's delete this one. So now let's come to this place, because you have to study very well and see what you are, understand what you are doing. So I'll take it from here, from this angle here. I'll come to this place of staircase and position this one here. So therefore I'll carry my column, copy it from the center here, and put it here, and I'll also put it here. So if you notice, you discover that it's not affecting this, isn't it? It's not affecting this. Is that not true? So it's not affecting the architectural design here, isn't it? And at the same time, we can have our wall. So by the time our wall is passing through from here to this place now it will be in line with what? With staircase up. Is that okay? Just like your staircase when you are here. How are we even climbing? So we are climbing like this. We are coming this way, isn't it? So as you are climbing here, you just be by the side of what? Of a beam running along this place. And let's check our length. Let's check our length from here to this place is what? Is 7 point what? So we can still manage this. We can give a beam so that it's only this place we are going to have a little heavy beam, not that heavy actually. So that is that. So what I'm going to do now, which means that I have to show my my beam, how it's going to run. This is what? Our GA. So you can see it. We are doing our our GA. Escape, enter, then click on this place again, and also at this place. So what do? I come to this place and take the same property, copy the property, and come here and fix, which tells me that is a beam running along that line. So therefore, and this one from here to here is coming to land on this. Is that okay? It's coming to land on this one. So I also pick my line, because I don't want any column in between this house. Is that okay? In between this place, I don't want any column. Is that okay? From architectural drawing, there's no column. So it land here, and also escape, click on this, and also come to this place and also take it straight. I will take it straight to land on this. So you can see it. So what do? I also copy the properties of this, come here, click, and here, and click, which means it's still going along this place. So therefore I come to this place again, I pick my line, follow this to this place, then click on property and take this and put it here. This is good. So looking at this place now is perfectly okay. Automatically this place can become a panel. So I can remove remove this one. But before I remove it, let's check the distance from this place to this place is 3.4. Then pick my dimension again from here to this place 2 point, which means is very okay. I can automatically, because it's not up to, I can automatically remove this. So this becomes another panel. So do we see it now? So this is how you do your GA arrangement. So you can see it now. Now this one now is now resting on this. So I pick my line that this one we are coming to from here. We are leaving this place and come out and land where? Here, and also, or you just click on extend. Let me see, is it possible? Okay, I'll leave it. Come to this place. So we are taking our time to do what? To teach you, because this aspect is very, very important. Very, very what? Important. Property, and also click on this, which means that this place becomes what? A panel. This beam is coming to what? To rest on this particular what? On this particular beam. Is that okay? So this one is our staircase. So you can see how we have designed it. So, and this one also, from here to here, we know our distance. Let's check our distance. So by the time I now do my GA now, sorry. So let's check. Let's quickly check my dimension. So let's check our dimension from here. This is my dimension from this place. From this place to this place is what? Is 5.4. If it's 5.4, then from this place, from this my place to this place is what? 3.4. So if you multiply 5.4 by 5.450 by 3.430, definitely it's not up to what? Up to 30, isn't it? So that is that, which is within the range. And also, if you look at this one also, if I look at this one also, from here to this place, this is 4, isn't it? Then from here to this place is what? To this center here is what? 5. So let's multiply. It means that this place is more than this place a little, isn't it? So therefore, let's quickly multiply this. Let's multiply it and see. We have a 5.4, 5.45, isn't it? 0 multiplied by 4. Am I right? 4, yes. Equals what? 21. So you can see it now. It's still within the what? The range. So that is that. So now we are done with our what? Our GA. What I say? We are done with our GA. So the next thing we are going to do is to see how we can trim this off and save it as what? Origin, as we have always said. Very important. Saving your work at what? At origin. So what I will now do now is I will now remove all of this. I don't need this. I don't need this one. I delete. I don't need them. I don't need them. So also this one, these steps, this is the entrance, this is the step. I don't need this one. Okay, let me be careful. I don't need this one. Okay, I delete this. I don't need this. Okay, this one deleted. This one, okay, sorry, this one I don't need it. So we are removing them because we don't need them. Is that okay? We are removing them because we don't need them. So also this one also, I'm removing it because I don't need it. I don't need it. So you can see. So this is a staircase here. All like this is a staircase from this, and also like this is what? Is a staircase. So it's a staircase. There's no staircase here. Let me undo it. Let's check it properly. There's staircase. Let's check based on its design. Let's check. Let's check. Okay, no, there's no staircase. Sorry, I said staircase. There's no cantilever at this point, at this entrance. There's no what? Cantilever. So that is that. That's that. So what we are going to do now is to what? To superimpose. Is that okay? To superimpose our columns. Is that okay? To superimpose our columns. So you can see there was a mistake here. So let's check our reference point. Our reference point. You can see why you need to copy it first. How you need to do what? To copy it first and see. So that this place, if there's any challenge in that place, you can come to your what? Your reference drawing and do what? And check very well. As you can see, let's see. Let's see. Okay, so you can see it here. So, but since there's a bed here, it means a mistake. So definitely there should be a what? A wall on this aspect, isn't it? So that is that. So that is that. So now let's now carry our column and superimpose on it. So to superimpose, I click on this column, click on this, then right click, select similar. Let's wait for it, similar. Then what do? I come here and do what? And click on copy, and I pick from my staircase. You always pick from what? From your staircase region, except we have studied the drawing, then you can, and you know that the edge, one of the edges is what? Is the same. That's when you can pick what? You can pick it, or else you pick from what? From your staircase. So looking at this staircase from this place, so I can pick from this corner here. From this corner here, I pick my columns from this what? From this corner here. From this place, I pick my column and now go to my first floor and impose my what? my column and see if they are not typical or if they are what? They are typical. So you can see where I pick it from, and you can see where I'm putting it. It's this in what? Column point. Okay, I put it here. All right. So what do? I escape and now check. You see now? Can you see? You can see it. So you can see that our columns are okay, perfectly okay, except this one, which means that this one will stop. It's not going up. It's not what? It's not going up. So we have to do something around this place now. Is that okay? We have to do so. If you are having a column along this line, beam along this line, so I can now decide that when I'm doing my superimpose, there's going to be what? A column on this place that will also at the same time what? A column at this what? At this place. Do you see it now? So I'm going to put that in now, and let's see what we are going to do, the adjustments we are going to do. Is that okay? We are going to make our what? Our adjustment on this. Is that clear? And if you look at this also, if you look at this, you know, don't forget our ground floor, we are having a what? A wall on this aspect, isn't it? And if you are now saying that we are putting a wall shifting inside, then what is going to happen to this slab here? Is that okay? Do you get now? It's even better that we have this column here, and this one shoot out. It's from what? Cantilever outside, which is still okay. But in case like this, what you do is that you design based on how it is, so that when they get to site, they shift this one backward. Is that okay? It will not be good that you do it like this, because what's going to happen when it's raining? Do you get now? When it's raining, what will happen to this slab? Is that okay? So, and you cannot go and tell your client to now begin to roof this place separately. This place separately at all. When it comes to accesses, it's not what? It's not actually okay, and you are going to increase the cost for your client. Is that okay? Of roofing this particular place. At the same time, if you don't roof it, then there will be a problem with what? With your slab here, because when it's raining, it's going to be what? Always what? Always wet. Is that okay? Which is not good for this wall, for this wall here. Is that clear? So these are the things as a structural engineer you need to look properly into. So that is that. So if you look at this place very well, I'm trying to zoom it in so that you can see the two sides. So if you look at this wall here, which means this wall we are having here, like this, is what is on this place, isn't it? It's along on this slab here, isn't it? So, and that's why you need to watch this video so that I can know, you know how to load your slab in such a way that it can carry what? It can carry what? Your wall. So as it is now, you cannot come here and begin to also put the column, the beam, the same shape that we're having here, and begin to have it here in order to be able to carry this one. No. Is that okay? So what we are going to do for this in this aspect, to carry this particular place, this particular wall here, this wall here, and this one is what? Is to load this slab here. So you need to watch another part, the part two of this particular structure design. Is that okay? So let me take you through. So if you look at this place, this wall here, between here and here, is the one from here to this place. Is that okay? And from this place to this place is the one from here to this place, which means we already have a beam that is running running through this place, isn't it? There's a beam that is running through this place here, like this, that is running through. Is that okay? Is that okay? So if you now look at this place also, this particular place here is another wall, which means in this place I'm loading my slab to be able to carry this wall. Is that okay? So all this just follow us through. But in this place whereby we are having a column, a beam running along this place, in order to have our beam, because we are going to have roof beam here, hope you know, we are going to have roof beam in all of these aspects. All of this we are going to have roof beam. So what I'm going to do now is that by the time I get to my Protastructure, since it's just only one, I'm going to position a column here. Is that okay? If I like, I'll also position a column here. If I like, there's no even need. There's no need. Is that okay? There's no need. It's very okay, because on my roof beam, beam is coming through this way. Beam is coming like this and like this, so there's no need. So it's very, very okay. The only thing is that we are going to terminate this column, this particular column at the ground floor. Is that okay? We terminate this column on the ground floor. So what I will do now is to do since it's okay, I will now click on on undo to bring it back to this, or you delete. Is that okay? Or you delete. Now that we have deleted it from there, now we are back to this place. So if you like me, either I do it or I don't do it here to show my wall, it doesn't mean when I get to it, because I've already studied my drawing, I know where the wall is passing through. I know that automatically there's a wall here, isn't it? There's a wall here coming to this place. So if you like, you can have something like of this nature, something like this to make it a panel if you want, or you leave it like this just to study your plan, to know how it is. Is that okay? So, but for the sake of this video, let me just put it. Is that okay? Let me put my wall to indicate, so that we all see that yes, this is our wall. But at times there's no need for this. Is that okay? There's no need for this, since it's small a small structure. So escape. Let me just do what I have here and also put it here. So you can now see that I've made my wall. I've helped the architect because work hand in hand. So you can see I've put my wall, outer wall. It makes it look more neater, isn't it? So what I'm going to do now, haven't done this like this. What I'm going to do is to trim off my construction lines. To trim off my construction line. So how do you do that? You come to this place, pick your rectangle. Pick your rectangle at any point, but not too far and not too close, like this. As you can watch, you can see, like this. For me, it's okay like this, isn't it? Then all I'll do now, I want to trim all of this. So what I'll do, I'll click on this one, and then come to your trim. Come on, click on your trim, and then begin to do what? To trim on this. Don't right click. Once you have clicked on it, just click on this trim. You can see trim. You also trim this aspect too. Come to this place and also what? And trim this, and trim this one here. Yes, that is done. Then you press what? Your escape, and then remove this and remove this. That is that. So we have your what? Axis now. This becomes our our axis. Then the next thing to do, for the Protastructure to identify this axis and the same time our column, we need to set this. Is that okay? We need to set what? To set this. Well, what do? You click on this aspect. For me, I click on this, or I just escape. Is that okay? You come to layer property. Is that okay? Come to what? Layer property. Click and wait for it to come up. So once you click on your layer property, and this is what comes up. So all I do, come to this place and click on what? And click on new layer. Click on it. You see a new this thing will come up. You can see it for you to write your own. So I want to make it as my what? As my y axis. Is that okay? That's my y axis. I click on what? On y. Is that okay? I make it y. Then come to this place and change my color. Come to this place and change what? My color. So I want what? Let me just say, let's say color this. Is it okay? Yes, it's okay. That's my y. Click on OK. Then once you have clicked on OK, come to this place and click on what? Set. Is that okay? To tick it that yes, you have done this one. See? Tick. So come to this place again and click on new and make it what? Your X. Is that okay? I've clicked on new. So let it come up. So as I click on it, you can see layer 5. So I click on this. So I remove it and name it as what? My X. Put my X and then click on this to mark it. Is that okay? To mark it. So that is that. You can now see we have our X and Y. So the next thing for my column, isn't it? For my column, I click on what? On the new and wait for it to also come up. So you can see layer 5. Also, I close it. I name it as what? My column as what? As C. So I come to this place and what? And click to mark it. You can see that is that. So I will now come to this place and do what? And close it. Is that okay? And close this. I've set it. So what I will now do now is to come to this place. Let me zoom it a little, good, and come to this place, this axis. I'll name it as what? As my Y. Don't forget, I come to this place and click under layer property. All of this, I come to this place and click for me to see my Y. So click on it to see my Y. Let's wait for it. It's coming. Yes, now look for it. Where is your Y? Let's go down. Let's go down. Let's see, you can see it. We have our what? Our Y here. So I click on it. On my Y, I've clicked already. So let's wait for it. Sorry, the system is somehow slow. So you can see now, highlighted. You can see those ones that are highlighted is showing what? Is showing Y, isn't it? So I click on what? Escape. I also come to this other direction, the X direction, and do what? And do the same thing. And highlight, isn't it? I come to this place and click on what? Click on this place and also wait for it. Let it come up. Let it come up. Okay, and look for my what? My X. See my X, isn't it? And then I click on it. So I wait for it. And wait for it. So to show that yes, the highlighted axes are what? Are X. So you can see it. They are what? All X, isn't it? So I escape. What about my column? I also do what? Let me zoom it. Let me zoom it. So that by the time if you don't do it this way, Protastructure will not what? Will not identify it. So right click and click on what? Select similar. Select similar. Once that one is done, you can see we have selected what? Similar, isn't it? So I come to this place and do what? And click. And click on it. Let's wait for it. Let's wait for it. It's coming. Okay. So I look for my what? I start my column as what? As C. So where is C? I come to this place. Let me look for C. Let me look for C. C should be up. Let me take this one up. Let me see. Let me take it up. Sorry, it's not coming. Let's do it. Let me take it. Let me check it. Okay, my C should be up. Let me take this one up and be fast. Let me see. My C should be somewhere. My C. Let's look for it. C. Where is C? You can see it. See our C here, isn't it? So I'll do what? I'll click on C and let's wait. So you can see all the highlighted are what? Are all what? C, which stands for what? For column. Is that okay? So now I click on what? Escape. So if I click on this one, you see it's showing me Y. If I click on this one, it's showing me what? X. If I click on any of the columns now, it's showing me what? It's showing me C, which stands for what? For column. So this is it. So this is how you do your what? GA. So when I get to Protastructure, it's called very easy, at ease. Before you know it, I'm done. So therefore, the last one to do now, the last aspect now, is to save this work at what? At origin. Is that okay? Is to save this work at origin. If you want to know how to save at origin, you go and watch, go on our Ekidel YouTube and do what? And type how to set your drawing at origin in AutoCAD by Ekidel. What happened? You will see how to do what? How to save your drawing at what? At origin. So let me remove this dimension. I don't need it. Is that okay? So that is that. If you like, you can still break this. You can break this. But if I look at this length and this one is not, it's still okay. It's okay. It's okay. Let me see. Let me see. It's 6. That's 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay. If you like, you can break it. So let me just break it. Is that okay? Let me break it. Let me just break it. Let me break it. 6 meters. It's quite long. So let me copy it. It's quite long. Let me copy it from here to this column here. All right. Now I've broken it. So it's okay. So now let's save this work at origin. So to save it at origin, so as I've said, go to our YouTube channel and see how this work. You can save what? Your work at origin. Is that okay? Watch on our Ekidel YouTube. So but for the sake of this video, let me just do it. Let me do it for the sake of this video. So highlight it. Once you have highlighted, what do? You click on your L, enter, 0, 0, enter. So now let's see. So you can see it. You can see where it's taking us to. You can see where it's taking us to. So you can see our origin. So can you see it now? Have you seen our origin? This becomes what? Our origin now. That axis that's rotating becomes our what? Our origin. So what do? I click on this place, click on escape, and come to this place where I have my drawing. Are we together? Where I have this my drawing. Where I have this my drawing. I highlight this. After highlighting this, make sure it's properly what? Highlighted. Then what do? I come to this place. Either you copy or you move. But for me, let me copy it. I copy it from here, from this column here, from this particular column here, and I take it. I'm going to where my origin is. So you can see. Sorry. Let me quickly plug my system. So you can see where our origin is. So you can see the importance of setting your drawing at what? At origin. You can imagine the distance from this place to this place. What happened if you had saved your work from this place as DSF? So you discover by the time you get to your Protastructure, it will be what? Your work will not come out what? Well, neat. So therefore, I come to this place. I zoom it. I zoom it. So you keep on zooming until you have achieved your goal. So this is my origin. I put it at what? At this origin here. You can see it. You can see it here. So what do? I put it here. I click. So what do? After this one, I just come here and remove, escape, and remove this what? This my line that shows me what? My origin. I remove it. That is that. So you see it now. We are done. So now is to save it what? As DXF. So just highlight it. Once you have highlighted it, don't forget, highlight this one properly. Be sure it's highlighted. Then what do? I click on what? W, enter, let it come up. Okay, you can see it's at what? Inches. So, and it's supposed to be what? In millimeters. So I take to what? To millimeters. Is that okay? Then I come to this place, click under my file name and path. Is that okay? So where do you want to save your work? Is it on the desktop, on what do you call it, on any folder? So you do what based on your savings. So, but for me, I'll leave it as what? At desktop. So what's the name now? The name of this file. The name of this file is what? It's let's make it what? Part 1. Part 1. Part 1. Part 1. A story. Sorry. Story. A story building. Is that okay? Part 1 is story building. Then I come to this place and change it as what? DXF. I make it what? DXF. You can pick any of this. You can see DXF. You can see AutoCAD 2013 DXF. We also have this one. It's also DXF. So I click on this one. I always prefer that one. So that is that. So I'll click on what? Click on save. So once I click on save, the next is to come here and do click on what? OK. So look at this aspect. So click on OK. So you can see. You see, that means it's what is saved. So in case you have not clicked on like button below, you can see how we have taken our time to train you on how to position your column. Different engineers, structural engineers with different idea of positioning your column. The most important thing is that make sure your column is what? Well positioned in such a way that the span is not too much. As a beginner, it's advisable you should stick with what? To 6 meter column to column. Is that okay? Column to column. If it's beyond that, you discover that you might not be able to handle it. So that is that. So in case you have not clicked on like button, I will say that you should click on what? On the like button. And at the same time, I want to say that you subscribe to Ekidel channel. It's very, very important. Subscribe to Ekidel channel, whereby you can have access to all our videos. Thank you very much. Call your friends to also join in what? Watching our videos to become what? A good structural engineer. We also have mentorship class whereby we train further than this. And also Ekidel group, whereby other engineers come together to do what? To ask questions at the same time, solve the problem. In case you are having a drawing and have a challenge, you can put it there while other engineers quickly respond to you to help you what? Solve it. So our advice to also join Ekidel group at the same time and enroll for what? Ekidel mentorship class. Click on like button till I see you in part 2 of this drawing, where we will be taking our what? Our Protastructure to do the magic of what? Structural design. Thank you very much. God bless you. Till we meet then.